Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Thursday morning. Got a great video planned out for you guys. And today we're going to be talking about, well, one, fractional, and two, don't get caught up in the scams. It is ridiculous, some of the stuff that is out there, along with something that came in the shop today. Kind of crazy. These are certified. I got to apologize that they're kind of old. They'd been sitting in a drawer for a while, but I actually looked up the company and I was like, $79 American Silver Eagles. I started looking, I was like, what the heck? I'm not saying necessarily it's a scam, but because it is legit according to what they specify. But I don't want to see people pay huge prices, because right now what's happening is people are getting excited about precious metals. We've known precious metals was going to go up for a while now. Everybody's been saying it. We've been talking about it. Hundreds of videos. It's starting to go up, and a lot of people want to get in now. And everybody wants to get in when prices spike. And this person right here, these were bought a while ago because I looked on their website. They don't even have them anymore. Oh, before I get started, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And if you enjoy the videos, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, if you want to become a member, we're going to have a lot of fun in October. Got a great giveaway planned out, or special event for October. It's going to be a lot of fun if you want to join. It's only $1.99 to become a member, and it's going to be a lot of fun, especially because this is the coin we're going to be giving away. So with that being said, we'll talk about that when October comes, but it's pretty much around the corner. So if you want to guarantee your spot, I recommend becoming a member now. But moving on real quick, so these are official. They are 999 pure silver bars. They're exactly what they say they are. They hereby certify that these are your genuine silver bars, are deemed authentic by the United States Commemorative Gallery. Precious metals experts. Each silver bar has been verified for its content and is certified 999 pure silver in the highest quality. These are 1 gram bars. Now, obviously, I didn't pay much for them, because if I get anything, when people bring in stuff or when I pick up stuff, I pick it up as low, essentially, or as close to spot as I can, especially on little junk like this. Because the truth of the matter is, there's not much silver here. I ended up paying a little over. I paid $1.50 a gram, which some might find high. That does come out to $45 a gram. But I'll be honest, they are kind of cool, and I thought it would be a good video to kind of talk about it. They just say USCG. I looked at them at first, and I was like, what is that, United States Coast Guard? And but no, I had to look up the company, and I was kind of shocked when I had seen some of the stuff that the company had on their website. I want people to be mindful, like I said, that as price goes up, more and more people are going to want to jump into silver. And you guys know I do love fractional silver. I love fractional gold specifically. But when I buy fractional now, it's usually in the form of mercury dimes, silver quarters. I don't even really buy this type of stuff that much. I picked these up because I thought they would make good giveaways and stuff. They're just little, about the size of a silver dime. I call them baby walking liberties, baby eagles. So they're kind of cool. I just think they're neat. But, as I was going through some of their stuff, I was like, what in the world? When I looked at some of these prices, a giant copper eagle, $27. 3 coins, $89. I've seen a lot of people buy a lot of this type of stuff over the years. In fact, the collection that this came in with had a lot of that type of stuff. And I really do feel bad when I see people, because here's the thing. they're coming in when they need the money the most. If you've been saving silver for a while, I don't think this individual was saving it. I think their relative was saving it, only because it wasn't well taken care of. It actually was in a house, and I guess the house had water damage at one point, and the box was just got wet. They tried salvaging what they could, and that's why you see, I don't want to say mold, but I guess it is kind of mold, and I probably will throw these away, but I wanted to keep them together for the time being, even though I'm probably putting mold spores all over my desk, but I think I'll live. Needless to say, I still thought they were kind of neat and wanted to share them with you guys. In fact, you know what? I am going to pull them off now, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, ugh. And originally I was told, you ought to just throw that away, and then I didn't, but I'm going to take these off now. But I wanted to keep it on here so I could show you guys what to really watch out for. Oh, that one opened. I wondered how you got them open earlier when I was looking at it. I didn't really want to touch them. Just not because they're anything special, but I just didn't want to touch them. Because I thought they were kind of cool in there. But I want people to be mindful. There's so much predatory silver out there that you need to be mindful of it. And if you're paying $1.50 a gram or less, you can't go wrong, in my opinion. You could do probably a little better, but like I said, I wanted them because of that reason, and I'm happy with them. But for the person that actually probably paid $20 or something for them, I think that they severely lost out, I guess you could say. I'm just trying to clear that off a little. There we go. Oh, I still ain't got it shut. I don't know how you shut this thing. But I'll probably end up scrapping them at some point. Somebody's going to say, oh, dude, I'll have to give you 20 bucks for them. And I'll be like, okay. $2 a gram. Somebody may want them. But needless to say, I'm not a big fan of little gram bars. Because here's the thing. Between these two tubes at $15, and I am not going to get, it's driving me nuts. Okay, I had to pause it. It was driving me nuts not being able to shut them back in there. If you can pick it up cheap enough, then yeah, you can, do well with it. At a certain point, these are great items for barter, but you know what? Silver dimes are so cheap. People just don't understand. You can pick up a mercury dime for the price of like $2.25. Maybe even $2.20 if you really try to look around and time it. And I mean, I picked them up even cheaper. I picked them up, but those days are gone, so it doesn't really matter now. What matters is what you're doing today with your money. I don't want to see anybody get beat up. Now, you guys might see I do buy a lot of fractional gold. I picked these up in yesterday's video, and these were a great deal. I think fractional gold you can do well with. Because as the price of gold and silver continue to go up, people will be able to afford a small gold coin and use it as a keepsake, use it as a collectible, use it as barter, whatever. But if you're looking at fractional gold, I mean, I personally, aside from a barter scenario where I had to trade one of these for a loaf of bread, could I? I probably could. And it would probably equal the value of a loaf of bread, since a loaf of bread's about $1.50, $2. So I could, but it's hard to recoup money off of this stuff. I actually talked to a guy during the last government shutdown, and he was in the process of spending like $10,000 on 1 gram bars at $6 a piece. And I said, dude, no. That's the worst thing you could do. Oh, but you think silver's going to keep going up, don't you? I said, it ain't going up that high. I mean, well, I shouldn't say that. But to recoup that money at $6 a gram, let me put this in perspective. These at melt value right now are $1 a gram, roughly. That means, and today silver's at $31. And you think about $31 an ounce, 31 grams roughly in an ounce, and I mean $1 a gram. Now, in order for it to go to 6, that means that silver is going to have to go to $180. Now, do I think that's going to happen? 100%. It will happen, but it's down the road. And when it happens, stuff is going to be really chaotic and stuff is going to be ugly. It's not going to be a pretty day when silver is skyrocketing. It's something that my son actually has talked to me about, because I've always said, I think it's going to be great when silver skyrockets. I'm super excited. And you know what? I'm not really worried because I've got, some silver, some gold under my belt. And, that was one of the things he said. It's not going to be pretty. He goes, everything's going to be an arm and a leg. You can pretty well kiss your retirement goodbye. And, we talk about a lot of these little types of things because it's creative thinking. It makes you think about what you're doing. And watch out. I mean, I get asked a lot, what's a good point? A common question I get asked, what's a good point for silver, for a price, spot price? I can't seem to find anything at spot price. What is a good price to pay for silver? If you're picking up generic 1 ounce rounds at the moment, I think at the exact minute, let me see something real quick. Yeah, silver at this exact minute is just under $32 a piece. So let's say you run across an ounce of silver. What is a good price to spend on an ounce of silver? Well, obviously, if you can get it at $32 or less, then you made out very well. Why? Because spot price is $32. Now, anything over that is your premium. That's your cost to make this coin. To take it from raw ore to a bar, to taking that big 5,000 ounce bar, 1,000 ounce bar, whatever it came in, and turn it into little coins like this. And anything over 32 is your premium. Now, how much over? What is a good premium to pay? I try to target no more than $3 with some exceptions. If the coin is just something I really like, I can't tell someone anymore, hey, if you like it, don't stack it because you're overpaying. My son is a stacker now, and certain stuff he just likes. He likes Eagles for one. This is probably his favorite coin right here. Me personally, I've always said I think Eagles are overpriced. Why? Because, the premiums on these can be $6, $7 in some cases. Can you find them cheaper? Yes, I've found them. Well, I found them anywhere from $2 over spot all the way up to $8, $9. Well, shoot, that website I just showed you a minute ago, they had some for $70. That is a little high. That's not a little high. That's way too high. So you got to watch, but I understand you want to stack what you like. I mean, one of the things my son likes is the Simpsons, the Scrooge McDucks, the Avengers, that type of stuff. They're a higher premium coin, but they do look really cool. But I've explained that when you go to sell it, you could have a hard time selling it. The person selling these Eagles, he's pretty much only getting spot for them. And after that, they get marked up a couple of bucks. And that way there's still a little something on there to make it a good deal for the next person. But deals are few and far. And to find a really good deal, especially as the price continues to climb. So it's up to you to watch what you're spending. Now, I get asked this all the time. Is it going to matter when the dollar collapses? Is it going to matter what you paid for a premium? I mean, realistically, no, because at that point, the dollars will be worthless. But one, how much opportunity did you lose in the meantime by spending too much money today for tomorrow? And then two, that extra money that you would have saved if you had watched how you were spending, how you were buying your silver, that could have amounted to more ounces. And at the end of the day, when stuff does start eventually breaking down, then more ounces is going to put you in a better spot. Now, I have some people I know, someone will leave a comment at the end, in the end of time, you could throw your gold and silver in the street. It's not going to save you when you're standing in front of the Lord. That's true. But on the flip side, I think it's important that you are putting away a little bit for a rainy day. I mean, someone could make the same argument. There's scriptures that say the home of the wise has oils and spices. Well, that right there is basically saying, you should be preparing. You should be prepping for what's coming. And you should always be ready. There's multiple scriptures about being ready in the Bible. you know. So prepping, I talk about prepping a lot on the channel too, because prepping is important. I think the first priority for people should be that they have a certain amount of food and water on hand in case stuff does break down. But here's the thing, gold and silver is going to continue to run up higher and higher. And when that day comes, hopefully, you know, one, you've got some, and two, you know how to sell it, you know how to use it, you've planned for what is coming. So I don't want today's video to be a long video. It was more just to talk a little bit about fractional silver. Fractional silver can come as small as 1 gram bars. Well, then again, I've seen quarter gram bars on silver even one day, which I found kind of comical. That's why you got to watch out. I've seen, I can't remember if they were grain bars, 1 grain. They were tiny. I mean, these bars were like microscopic almost. I mean, they were in a big holder so you couldn't lose them. But, you know, you need to watch what you're buying and try to get your stuff as close to spot as you can. Keep stacking. Keep preparing. If you've been stacking jewelry, I got one friend that he don't really have a bunch of this type of stuff, but he has a bunch of little jewelry stuff like this, and he picks up what he can when he can. He'll pick up rings periodically. He'll pick up silverware at the estate sales and that type of stuff. So there's almost no wrong way that you can stack, because ultimately silver will go a whole lot higher. I mean, silver can go as high as $1, can go low. I actually had someone ask me that question today when I was eating lunch. They said, is it true that the dollar could collapse but not collapse? And I was like, well, in a way it could. I mean, a collapse is collapsing already. We're seeing it. That's why we're seeing prices go up. So it's collapsing. There's no doubt about that. But collapse, does that mean total collapse? You know, what is your definition of collapse? The dollar can continue to lose value. We saw it take a little bit of a jump up today. I was kind of surprised that it went up, the dollar went up by 1%, and we didn't see any kind of a pullback. We didn't see a 1% pullback. That shocked me a little bit because as I saw the DXY chart go up, I was saying to myself, I said, oh, maybe they're going to go about it that way. They're going to push the DXY up, make the DXY, the dollar, more valuable, and in turn, everything will come down temporarily, and then they can just let the steam out of it again after. But we'll see how things play out. Things are really looking interesting. I'm excited about next month. Obviously, the BRICS meeting coming is going to be a little bit of excitement. Are they going to launch their new currency? How is the U.S. going to counter that? Because don't think for a minute that the U.S. is just going to lay down and let it go. They're doing their best to hold on to the grip that they have of the world reserve currency. But you have to understand, these other countries that have been taken advantage of, they're at the point now where they don't want to do it anymore. They want to be the world reserve currency, or they want something that doesn't have a loss. And that's kind of what gold and silver is, because truth of the matter is gold and silver just keeps going up. You know, I'm actually holding a coin for a friend of mine, and he keeps saying, you know, yeah, I'm going to be buying it one of these days. I picked it up, and he just doesn't have the money for it right now because of different stuff going on. And one of the things he said, trust me, I'm well aware that the price is going up because in order to get rid of it, I told him, you know, you've got to replace it somehow. I don't want profit. You know, like let's say he wanted this one hypothetically. I go, you know, I don't want to sell it to you. I don't want to make money off you, but I do want you to replace it. So whatever you can find, a cheap 1/10 ounce, I'll give you one of these for it, you know. So be mindful of what you're buying. That's pretty much it. The prices just going to keep on climbing. If you're on the sidelines waiting, you know, I had a couple comments today. Someone said they were on the sidelines waiting, and they finally just pulled the trigger. They said, I don't want to wait anymore. I just want to do it and put it up. And yeah, if it pulls back, that's bumming. If it keeps going up, that's great. And no matter what, I have it. So when the rainy day does come, I have what I need. And that's exactly right. You know, so with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. Have a great day, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Consider becoming a member by hitting the join button right below the video, and leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on fractional. Let me know your thoughts on predatory selling. I love to hear everybody's comments. So take care, everybody, and have a great day. Bye-bye.